We here to tell the sport we hate but growing to love, boxing. Let's get it cracking. So this past Saturday night, we had a great fight card. I definitely was one that was looking forward to this fight card. 4th of July, I was ready for, all the guys to set it off on this fight card. Thought I was going to see fireworks. However, some of the fights were definitely duds. Some of the fireworks did not go off. But before we get started, I want to give a big shout out to TNT and the broadcast. Timothy Storm Bradley, Terrence Bud Crawford, Sean Leprechaun Porter. I don't know, it's just me. Hey, get up in them comments. Is it just me or did Sean look like a little leprechaun with that suit on, man? Hey, no shade to Sean, man. Sean, much love to you. Thank you for all that you did for the sport, man, but that suit is just not it, brother. Hey, if you know Sean Porter, man, reach out to him and let him know. Bury that suit, you dig? First fight was a lightweight. It was an 8-rounder. Derek Scooter Davis. He's 23 years of age, 5'9.5" in height. He has a 70.5 arm reach, 11 wins, 10 coming by way of KO, no draws. He took on Carlos Ramos, the Spaniard. He's 30 years of age, 5'5" in height, 68.5 in arm reach, 18 wins, 10 of them coming by way of KOs, 4 losses, 1 draw, and he's a southpaw. Keep that in mind, he's a southpaw. I'm not going to say a whole lot about this fight. This actually was one of the fights that, to me, was a dud. I don't know if the fireworks got wet or what, man, but definitely wasn't no fireworks activity going on in this fight. It looked like Scooter Davis never fought a southpaw a day in his life. Now, I do believe this was his first pro fight fighting a southpaw, and it definitely showed. He was getting hit with straight left hands all night, couldn't cut the ring off, wasn't letting your hands go enough for me. I know you're a great body puncher, but yeah, you just look off tonight. You know, every fighter has a bad night. I'm going to chalk it up to the game and say you had a bad night because, brother, that just was not it. Javis is coming out of Washington, D.C., fighting out of that DMV area. Hey, man, you supposed to come out here and just show out. I'm going to be honest, the best part of the fight for Scooter Davis was his ring walk. His ring walk was fire. His ring walk was so good, I almost stood up, man, and wanted to dance a little bit. He's got the charisma, he's got the dance move, he's got all that. However, it did not transpire in the ring. So I'm not going to say a whole lot about this fight. Scooter Davis, get back in the gym, get better. There's a lot of buzz around your name. There's a lot of hype around your name. Wasn't impressed at all. The second fight of the night in the welterweight division, this was a 10-rounder. Mr. Tiger Johnson, he's 27 years of age, 5'11", 72 arm reach, 17 wins, 8 coming by way of KOs, no draws. He took on the Mexican from Canada. Yeah, I said that right, the Mexican from Canada. Not the Mexican from the U.S., not the Mexican from Mexico, the Mexican from Canada. He took on Christopher Giarua. He's 25 years of age, 5'8" in height, 70 arm reach, 16 wins, 9 coming by way of KOs, 0 draws. Tiger Johnson, man, I really like Tiger Johnson. I'm not real familiar with Tiger Johnson, but the more I watch him, the better he's getting. The only thing with Tiger Johnson, I would like to see him incorporate some different variations. Everything doesn't have to be a 1-2. Anybody knows me knows I love boxer punchers. I'm not saying Tiger Johnson is a boxer puncher, but I do believe he can become a boxer puncher. He just has to go to the body more. I like the fact that he works behind his jab, but I would like to see him use his jab to set up, different combinations. Start going to the body more. I'm telling you right now, if you start going to the body more, you're going to see more KOs, I believe. I'm not saying that you're going to be this Tank Davis knockout artist, but I do think that you will see more success, and I think that your knockout ratio will become higher. But I like Tiger Johnson. He looked good, looked like he won every round. Maybe he lost one round. Not a whole lot to talk about. He's definitely ready to step up in bigger competition. Tiger Johnson may be a problem a little bit later on. He's with Bomac now. I would like to see him stick with Bomac. Give Bomac a chance to see what he can do with you. And yeah, I think Tiger Johnson is going to be just fine. So the next fight card was in the featherweight division, WC champion Bruce Shoo Carrington. Bruce is 29 years of age, 5'8" in height. He has a 72 arm reach, 17 wins, 10 come by way of knockouts, 0 draws. He took on the Mexican fighter from Mexico, Rene Pelasi. Rene is 25 years old, 5'5" in height. He has a 67.5 arm reach, 19 wins, 10 come by way of knockout, 0 losses, 1 draw. Man, I really don't know what to say about this fight now. This was supposed to be the Shoo show. I came to see the Shoo show, and I don't know if I was late for the Shoo show or if the Shoo show never showed up. I watched the entirety of the fight, and it just looked like Shoo just wasn't into the fight. I don't know if him and Scooter Davis had got together and drunk the same water, but yeah, this definitely wasn't one of Shoo's better showings. Highly disappointed. Fireworks did not go off for this fight. And it just left me scratching my head, just trying to figure out like what is going on. It just looked like he was just going through the motions. I don't know if he had a terrible weight cut or what. I don't want to make excuses because I don't know what was going on with Shoo. He definitely did not look like himself that night. But you got to get better, brother. You got to get better. You can't have a performance like this. You're the WBC champion now. You're calling out everybody. You know, Espinosa, you want the interweight fight. They're probably licking their chops right now after that performance. Not a whole lot to say about this fight either. I mean, this was a disappointing fight. This was one of the fights that I thought was going to be fire, and somebody put that fire out. Let's get into the main event. The main event is for the lightweight championship, Abdullah Mason. He's 22 years old, 5'9" in height, 74 arm reach. He has 20 wins, 17 coming by way of knockout, 0 draws. He's fighting out of the great state of Ohio, Cleveland to be exact. He took on Mr. Albert Bell. Albert Bell is 33 years old, 6 foot tall. He has a 73 arm reach, 28 wins, 9 of those come by way of knockouts, 0 draws. Fighting out of the great state of Ohio also, by way of Toledo. I thought this was a good fight. Actually, I think Abdullah and Albert Bell saved this fight card. And why do I say that? This was the only exciting fight on the fight card, in my opinion. Tiger Johnson was all right, but like I said, if you like 1-2s all night, then you must have been excited. Me, I like to see different variations. I don't want to see a 1-2 all night. Mix it up a little bit. That's me, though. That's my type of boxing. This was a pretty good fight. Albert Bell was countering Abdullah Mason for the most part, up to the 6th round, I want to say. Maybe that 7th round. I think the 7th round probably can go either way, but at least up to the 6th round. At that 6th round point, I had it 5-1. 5-1, Albert Bell. You can even say that it was 4-2 Albert Bell. But Albert Bell was definitely up on the cards during that 6th round. We ain't talking about what the judges are saying. Scratch all that. We know how the judges get down. And look, Abdullah Mason is one of my favorite fighters. I go back and forth between him and Bouts, to be honest with you. I enjoy watching both of them brothers, man. They both got the style that I enjoy watching. So back to the fight, Albert Bell was composed in the fight. And in my opinion, he was just too relaxed. I was waiting on Abdullah to get in and kind of rough him up a little bit, because Albert Bell just looked like he was just too relaxed during the fight. He was just sitting back, trying to run Abdullah Mason into something. He was definitely trying to set him up for that uppercut. He was also hitting Abdullah Mason with straight right hands. Albert Bell looked like he started slowing down in the later rounds. And I do believe it's because he had a broken nose. I think that came out a little bit later on. He had a broken nose. But what I didn't like about Abdullah, his corner work, man. His corner work was on the money. I, for one, was thinking maybe when he fought his last fight, I was thinking, well, maybe they need to bring somebody in to not take over, just give a second opinion, help him out with his defense a little bit. He doesn't have to throw everything hard, but Abdullah Mason throws everything hard. That's another thing. I would like to see him throw some off-speed variations. Everything doesn't have to be hard. I like to see you touch, and then come with something, That's one of the things that I hope Abdullah, as he gets older and gets in more and more fights, he'll start, putting that in his arsenal as well. His corner told him, hey, you're down, even though he wasn't down. And I like that idea. Hey, let him know, like, hey, look, we don't want nothing close. And the fight was close because Albert Bell was, racking up so many rounds in the beginning. Abdullah Mason definitely had to step on the gas. And I was telling my wife, he's got to go to the body. All that real estate that he has, you got to go to his body. And Abdullah Mason came out, he started hitting him to the body. He was hitting to the body so much that Albert Bell started holding. Albert Bell was holding a lot, to the point to where I don't know why the ref didn't give him more warnings or at least take a point. It was getting that bad. What the ref was saying is punch out, but you can't punch out. I mean, he had his whole arm and he was definitely holding on. But Abdullah Mason, I do believe he can be a future star. He still has a lot to work on. But when he bit down, that grit really showed him. That dog came out. And then when that 12th round came, he got him out of there. Now, I say it was a knockdown. My wife said that, hold on, let's back up a little bit. I don't think the fight should have been stopped. I think that was a bad stoppage. I don't think he was hurt to the point to where he couldn't finish the fight. And maybe Abdullah would have got him out of there. There was a little bit of time left in that round, that 12th round. So maybe Abdullah does get him out of there. But I think Albert Bell fought so well that you got to let him go out on his shield and see if he makes it to the final bell. I say it was a knockdown. My wife said it wasn't a knockdown. She seems to believe that Abdullah pushed him down. What I seen was Abdullah hit him with a left hook. He fell into Abdullah, grabbed him so he wouldn't fall down. That's what I saw. But great fight. That was a hell of a step up for Abdullah Mason. A lot of people didn't want to take that fight. Abdullah Mason raised his hand. He took that fight, short notice. That's a lot of pressure on a 22-year-old, fighting in front of his home crowd, taking a late replacement, your sparring partner that they said that you used to have a lot of issues with in sparring, that Bell used to get the better of you. Overall, pretty decent card. If you really looked at that card, you would have thought it would have been fireworks all the way through. Abdullah Mason, Albert Bell, they saved the card. They definitely put on for the city. I can't say everybody else put on for the city. I want to salute all the fighters. Scooter Davis, get back in the gym, get better. Tiger Johnson, add a little bit more than just a 1-2, or add something to your 1-2. Bruce Shushu Carrington, got to get back in the gym, get better. I want to see the Shushu show, but I don't want to see that Shushu show. Abdullah Mason, alhamdulillah, great fight. Albert Bell, alhamdulillah, get better. Stay in the gym. Hopefully your time will come where you do get put one of them straps around your waist. You deserve it, brother. Like, subscribe, and share. Let me know what fight stood out the most to you. Let me know where you're from. Let me know what you thought about the fight. Gone. Check your...